Once upon a time, in a serene monastery nestled in the mountains, there lived a wise monk known for his profound teachings and calm demeanor. One day, 3 of his disciples, Jun, Mei, and Shen, approached him with a shared concern. "Master," Jun began, "our minds are constantly filled with thoughts, worries, and anxieties. We cannot find peace." The monk smiled gently and said, "Overthinking is a common ailment of the mind. Come with me, and I will show you how to quiet your thoughts." He led them to a nearby pond. The water was still and clear, reflecting the blue sky above. The monk handed each disciple a small stone. "Throw your stone into the pond," he instructed. The disciples obeyed, and the stones caused ripples to spread across the water's surface, distorting the reflection. "What do you see?" asked the monk. "The water is disturbed," Mei observed. "The reflections are no longer clear." The monk nodded and said, "The pond is like your mind, and the stones are your thoughts. When you overthink, your mind becomes disturbed, and you lose clarity. Now watch and wait." The disciples watched as the ripples gradually subsided, and the pond became still once more. "Notice how the water returns to its natural calm state," the monk explained. "Your mind is the same. It has a natural state of peace. But you must allow it to settle. Let go of your thoughts and watch them pass, like ripples on the pond." "But Master," Shen interjected, "how can we stop the thoughts from coming in the first place?" The monk replied, "You cannot stop thoughts from arising, just as you cannot stop the wind from blowing or the sun from setting. But you can choose not to engage with them. When a thought comes," he continued, "observe it without judgment and let it pass. Do not cling to it or push it away." He then led them to a quiet spot under a tree and instructed them to sit in meditation. "Focus on your breath," he said softly. "Feel the air entering and leaving your body. If a thought arises, acknowledge it and then return your focus to your breath." The disciples followed his instructions. At first, their minds were noisy with thoughts. Gradually, as they practiced observing their breath, they noticed the thoughts becoming less intrusive. A sense of calm began to envelop them. After a while, the monk spoke again. "The practice of mindfulness and meditation helps to train your mind. Over time, you will find that your thoughts no longer control you. Instead, you will find peace in the present moment." The disciples bowed deeply to the monk, grateful for his wisdom. They continued their practice diligently and discovered that the more they meditated, the less they were troubled by overthinking. Their minds became like the still pond, calm, clear, and reflective. And so, the disciples learned that the key to stopping overthinking was not to fight their thoughts but to observe them without attachment, allowing their minds to return to their natural state of tranquility. This story reminds us that overthinking is a natural part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, we can observe our thoughts without attachment, allowing them to pass like ripples on a pond. Through this practice, we can cultivate a calm and reflective state of mind, free from worries and anxieties.